And with that music, you'll probably know what I'm actually playing, apart from me just seeing Pikachu on the screen. Welcome everybody, it's Mario Man 2100 and we're back again with another first impressions video, and it's time for Pokemon! With Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Of course I'm playing Let's Go Pikachu, as you can tell, because Pikachu is there, with Professor Oak. But I will say, I do like the starting screen, like that they decide on, oh, which controller do you want to play with? See, now this cutscene, I really like. It's already better than Fire Red, Leaf Greens, and the original Generation 1. I haven't played the original Generation 1. I've seen gameplay of it online, of course, due to LPs and stuff. But definitely played a lot of Fire Red, so I'm interested to see how this differentiates between that game in particular. We'll just go with the standard mode, won't we? I can already tell the music's going to be better. But yeah, I'm only playing with the right Joy-Con, so it feels a little odd playing a game just with a single Joy-Con that isn't like sideways. Oh, I actually have to name him. Oh, okay. Well, canonically his name is Chase, isn't it? From E3, so I'll just call him that. Because I'm not really, I'm not really inspired when it comes to names sometimes. Excuse me, just need to clear my throat. But yeah, that Detective Pikachu trailer, it's like, holy shit. I looked at it, it was so weird, but I kind of like it. I'm interested to see where it goes, and I'm just so used to Ryan Reynolds being Deadpool, even with like a movie like Green Lantern, which wasn't really that great. Okay, now if my memory serves me right, should go to the computer. Oh, it doesn't give me a potion anymore. Oh man. Oh, it doesn't even give me a world map yet. Oh well, there's a little sprite from Generation 1 on the wall there. And of course a nice little callback to Fire Red, Leaf Green with the Nidoran and the Gengar. I guess it's really good to see that people are shocked in the game. I just did, dude. Okay, so at least it's nice and quick when it comes to dashing. Or running around, I should say. That's your walk speed. And then your run speed's that. Okay, there's our mother. It looks a lot different from all the others in the franchise. Is that girl talking to me, or I don't know. Like, I've seen a little bit of the gameplay at E3, but I haven't seen much else from Pokemon Let's Go and Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, just because I wanted to be, other than the trailers, I wanted to be, well, that's talking about Pokemon Go. I'd seen the trailers, but not the last 2 or 3 around release, or just before release, because, who are you talking to? You're talking to me? Okay, so now, since we triggered that, we gotta go to the grass area. And you could see, what's his name? Viridian City in the background there. It's Pikachu. You should only be in Viridian Forest, dude. Yeah, considering that it's like a 5% catch rate in Viridian Forest in the original Red Blue. I like that. That's a good animation. It's like, no. Now this is a catch that you'll get, even if you like really miss. Like, if you really did really badly, I think that's just the solid catch that you need to do in the game. First timer? What are you talking about, first timer, old man? I should say old timer. Yeah. Nah. That shouldn't happen. Like, I don't even think that's really happened in the anime. Oh, okay. So we needed to catch the Pokemon, because there was 2. Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't happen. Even in the anime, I don't think it's done that. So I'm guessing what are the other 2 Pokemon there? That's a little bit adorable, I will admit. I'm a guy, and I still think that's a little bit adorable. No, but it is a female. I got a female Pikachu on the first go. I don't know whether that's common or not, but I don't know. So Chase got an Eevee. So what's the other Pokemon? It doesn't tell me what the Pokemon is, damn it. Oh man. So there we go, all the way around. The music is good though. Like, it was already remixed in Fire Red and Leaf Green to suit Generation 3 style of music, with not as much trumpet, of course. It was more like a little bit of guitar and, you know, that sort of thing. But they don't ask me to do the Pokédex thing anymore, it's just more of a forceful thing. I mean, I get it, because even though I think in Fire Red Leaf Green, I think you could kind of, like, the original Generation 1, you could kind of say no, but it wasn't really something that you could say no to. So at least it gave you the option. So I'm getting a little bit from Chase, I'm getting Barry vibes from Generation 4, which I know a lot of people are going to say is a bad thing. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, just due to the fact that that I kind of like Barry a little bit. This is when I really got back into Pokemon. Of course, I played, you know, Emerald at that point, but Generation 4 was definitely the generation that I started getting right back into the series, because it was the first game of a generation that I started with. Like, and what I mean by that is that when it comes to Gen 2 and Gen 3, because I started with Gen 2, I got the last game out of all of those. Like, I got Crystal, which is the third game of Generation 2, and I got Emerald, which was the third game in Generation 3. So I didn't really start a generation with the first game, like a Ruby Sapphire or a Gold and Silver. It was more so a another, you know, type of thing. Can I run into this Pidgey and catch it? Yes, I can. Look at that. But yeah, I do have the Pokeball Plus as well. I did get that as a bundle with the game. I was originally actually pre-ordering them separate because they didn't actually say whether they didn't have the bundle at that point. I just missed the experience. So I think every good or excellent catch that you get, you do get more experience, and it does combo. There's another Pidgey. So I shouldn't get a combo bonus for this, because I missed twice. I don't know how I overthrew it. I know it gave me a bonus multiplier anyway. So yeah, so this is how we basically level up a lot of our Pokemon in the game. We do have battles as well, which hopefully I can show off. But yeah, I've heard that with the combo bonus it gets absolutely ridiculous, because you can go up to like 2.5, 3 times, I think, if you get like a combo of like 4 or 5. I like that, the Radixen runs over. Like, I'm gonna miss battling when it comes to wild Pokemon. But this is a kind of a different experience. I need to get back into Pokemon Go. I've been meaning to do that. But I've been waiting to get a better phone and more storage space and stuff on my phone. Because over the last week or two, my phone's been having real problems, to be honest. Now, if I go into that. So there's a Pokemon box in there. Got 3,000 Poké Dollars, which I start with. I love this. This looks great. I like the subtle callbacks with some of the old Generation 3 sprites for the items and stuff like that. That up there is a Hyper Potion and I believe a Burn Heal. Because it's not an Ice Heal. Ice Heal is blue. You have the TM case, which was something that was prevalent in Generation 3. You have a Firestone, and I believe that might be Calcium, I think is the other item there. You've got a X attack, and it looks like a Mega Stone, like the Mega Stone that you got given to you in Generation 6. The one that you started out with, not any of the Mega Stones that were held by Pokemon. Just a little Mega Orb thing that you got. You have a Pokeball, and it looks like that's a Pineapple Berry, I think. And then most of the other stuff is reasonably new. And then you've got the town map, which I think is kind of based on Generation 3. Okay. Let's go into my party. Let's see. Can I send this over? Oh, okay. So I can't yet. So maybe I can't absolutely put it in for candy yet. Oh, there's an Oddish there. Jeez, I didn't even know Oddish was in this area. Unless they changed it for Let's Go. You'd think the bounce would add to an extra bonus, but okay, I guess not. Oh, Gust at level 5? Is that right? Is that usually right? I'm gonna catch that Oddish though. That's a Pokemon I want. I didn't even know Oddish could spawn in this area. Ooh, no, didn't want that. So it must be you keep getting the combos until like a Pokemon breaks out. Because I could see like... Okay, so I didn't get one there. So obviously the Oddish hitting the ball with his face counted as a combo breaker. Combo breaker. So it's a little bit like that weed thing from Harry Potter. I can't remember what it is. Like this, the Shrieking Howler or something like that. It was something along the lines of that. So yeah, so this is basically how you get experience other than trainer battles. Is just catching Pokemon. I mean, they started kind of doing that when you battle the Pokemon and then caught it. I think from Generation 3 onwards. Maybe Generation 4 did it first. I can't remember. Actually, I think it might have been Gen 5 that did that. Might have been Gen 5 that did that first, where if you battled a Pokemon, because you used to not be able, you used to, in at least Generation 2 at least, you used to battle a Pokemon and then catch it, but you wouldn't really get you get a little bit of experience. But whether you're just catching it outright, you actually do get extra experience for it, I believe. Maybe the game's always done that and I just didn't notice it as much. Oh jeez, this is gonna get real annoying. Learn growth. Pretty sure that's pretty early. I'm pretty sure that's like level 10 growth. So the level caps for learning moves and stuff might be different. Oh, there's an island there. I didn't even notice. What did Pikachu find? Ah, look at that. So we can't go to the Pokemon Center yet. But technically we haven't gone into a battle yet, so that makes sense. There's a lot of things that have got harps, I've noticed. Does anyone want to into the Pokemon Center? Okay. No, not yet. What did you find, Pikachu? Oh, okay. Oh. So that's the way to say, oh yeah, not progressing. Because originally, you got the Pokemon, and then you went back to Pallet Town. Even in the original game, even like the original Generation 1. Like, you'd go back, because this package would be of the Pokédex. So you wouldn't get it until later. I was gonna say the pig. Oh, the shadow's a bit weird there. I don't know whether that's intentional or not, but that looked a bit weird. Well, the game is well. To be fair, Professor Oak, the game is called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Now we got raspberries. Huh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Pokemon Go does that too, doesn't it? It's been a while since I played Pokemon Go, so I know that they've changed a few things when it comes to Pokemon Go. It's gotten a lot better. Are we gonna get a battle? That kind of gives me a little bit of a reminder of Blue from Generation 1. Hey, including that face! I like that little transition. I even liked it back in E3. I'm like, that's a good transition. So let's go with quick attack. I do like the heart a little bit. It's very simple. There was a crit? Really? Their first attack was a crit and I got nothing? You know, I'd use a stat move like growl or tail whip, but battle's over. God, I missed that. But the okay, so your CP goes up with your stats. I don't know what factors in though. I do like the trainer battle. Do like the trainer battle remix. That's great. Like I mean, I like Fire Red and Leaf Greens as well, and I like the original track. But that sounded really good. I hope a lot of the battle stuff is like that. So, but it can I'm gonna go home. He hurt my Pikachu. Yeah. What's this girl doing here? So that's like the Pokemon and Me stuff from Generation 6. Well, that would make sense, just due to the fact that it would help, like Generation 6 and Generation 7 help. It would help with your friendship values. Oh, you're not gonna heal me? God damn it, man! Come on. My Pikachu got hurt. Oh, okay, I got the communicate option now. Oh no, he got healed. So I'm gonna save right here. Ooh, that's the new gym leader screen and the badges. I like that. That looks good. Wait, is it the only way you can actually see that screen now? Man, that sucks. Oh. Okay, going fast. But yeah, I think that's it for Pokemon. I'm gonna save again. It's the RPG. You gotta do it all the time. It's like, did I just save? Well, I'm gonna save again. I know that's the joke, but it kind of is true when it comes to a lot of the games. So what do I think of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee? It's definitely a different experience for Generation 1 as it was for Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've never played the original Red, Blue, or Yellow. I know this is based off Yellow a lot. It's just I think that Let's Go Eevee I think kind of changes it just due to the fact that it's not Pikachu anymore. It's an Eevee that you have. This Pikachu of course won't evolve. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to catch other Pikachu as well. Maybe in Let's Go Eevee rather than Let's Go Pikachu, because then it kind of moots the point of having the Pikachu at the start of the game. So, but I definitely wanted an Eevee that could evolve into, you know, things like Vaporeon, Jolteon, or Flareon if I wanted to. I think this time I might go Vaporeon, because I usually go. I've went Flareon a couple of times in Fire Red, but mostly when I've played Fire Red, and this is because I've wiped my save data clean and started from the start again quite so many times with that game that I love that game. Most of the time it's Jolteon. I think I did Vaporeon maybe once, but that's it. it's usually Jolteon for me, which is weird because I like it, but I think I like Vaporeon better. So I don't know, maybe I like the electric Pokemon back in the day, but yeah, it's definitely a different experience from Fire Red and Leaf Green, that's for sure. Just due to the fact that I've only had one battle technically so far, and a lot of catching a Pokemon in general. So it's definitely a different experience. I'm gonna see where it takes me because I'm enjoying what I'm playing so far, which is great. But I also can't wait for Generation 8. Like that's something that's on the horizon pretty soon. That that has been confirmed to be in development. It was confirmed last year, so we kind of knew that was coming. So I can't wait to see what they go with that. There is a couple of things that I'm a little bit miffed about when it comes to this game, and it's really like the shadow thing. Like I brought that up really well. Catching Pokemon, like not having as many battles is gonna feel very weird, and it's kind of a little bit of a downer as well because I kind of enjoy that. I know a lot of people got pissed by that, especially playing the series as long as from the first game up till now. You'd be kind of bored with battling all the time, but I kind of miss it just due to the fact that yes, I haven't played the series from the very start, but I was still pretty early. Like I've been playing these games for like 17 years. Holy shit! Like fuck, because I started in 2001 with Crystal, so yeah, so it's been a while. And yeah, I know the start is always rough when it comes to Pokemon games. This definitely feels like a different experience because it doesn't feel like as much of a slog. Just due to the fact that a lot of Pokemon games, the problem is that it's very slow at the start and really, really slow to get into. But once it does, that's it. It's a whole different game at that point. But I'm interested to see, considering with my history with Generation 1 in Fire Red and playing that game so much, be interested to see what has changed and what has stayed the same when it comes to that. And who knows, I might play Pokemon Generation 1 in like Pokemon Red, Blue or Yellow. I'd probably say Red, considering that's the one that I own on the 3DS Virtual Console. I might play that around and play this at the same time to see what the differences are between Generation 1 and technically Generation 7, so it'll be interesting to see how we go and what has changed, even with Red and Blue and Yellow, like between Red, Blue and Yellow I should say, because I know there's quite a few changes between those two games, even just with Generation 1, so yeah, so it'll be interesting to see, but I'm enjoying it so far, so that's not a bad thing. I think that's a good thing when it comes to this game, because it's a little bit iffy on it, and I didn't know what to expect. So, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching my first impressions video of Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Almost forgot the title, I was going to say Pikachu, Let's Go Pikachu, not just Pokemon. But yeah, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu for the Nintendo Switch. This has been My Man 2100. You guys have a great day or night, and of course, take care.